So our presentation on the project here of Coocs is community open online courses. I've learned a lot from the last couple of hours that have developed on the project. So I'm going to tell you what it is to begin with. It's a platform, it's a website that allows people to come in and sign up and become learners. Those learners don't need to become teachers. Anybody can teach, anybody can learn anything at all for free, and it sounds an engaging strapline, and I think it is. It raises questions about knowledge, and it raises questions about people and how they engage with each other and the concept of education. And what I think we're going to be saying right the way through this, and we've already started it, is that it's an empowering situation. I think I came to this from the background of popular education, and the idea that everybody already teaches and everybody already learns, but what we do in society is we segment the teachers and we put them in specialised buildings and we lock them up and we give them things that they have to teach, and that becomes knowledge and it becomes fixed knowledge. And what Coocs hopes to do is to say that in a city like Manchester, or in any city or any town, there's so much knowledge that has no part of those schools, colleges and universities, and it's about freeing that up. It's about releasing all that energy and all that expertise. That's more than just a desire to see people teach. It's a desire to see people's voices heard and to move to this place of heterogeneity where we recognise that the 20 people that walk past there in the time I say this sentence, each one of them is a person with a rich history and a rich sense of self. And very often, all we're asking each of us all to do is to conform to this concept of knowledge that begins measured in league tables, rather than saying, what do you know? What can you bring to this? What would you like to say? There's a desire then that when we go past this concept of knowledge and how do we generate it to other people, what we're asking is that they don't have this concept of them, or it's them again, or the things aren't working because of them. There's a them that exists for all of us, and it's more of a what about us and establishing us. And to do that, we need a sense of power, we need a sense of belonging, and we need a sense of involvement, and that's what teaching will bring. Teaching also then is reciprocal. It works in two ways. This is not instead of institutions, this is as well as institutions. This is not instead of the learning processes that we're all familiar with, it's as well as. It's asking about and what then can we do. So if this is true about blind macadam and how we built roads in the 18th century, what does that actually mean to me now in my life? What kind of learning can I generate from it? So we've got this approach that links become links. What I've learned today, I can create a course on that I can engage you with. If you either take something from me that doesn't fit with you, you can say that to me and we can create a course that's richer, or you go and create other courses. And what happens is we have a network of these rhizomatic things. Rhizomes are like ginger and couch grass and these things, where there's roots all over the place and learning happens wherever it should be. And we've got people who can do that because they've learned to teach. They've seen from each other that teaching doesn't necessarily need to be something like this with a person in a room standing, but it can be just asking a question and people engaging. How are we going to take this further? Well, what I've learned this morning and this afternoon has been really exciting for me, because the concept is these things can become personalised because it involves a person. But actually making contacts with other networks and other people and asking them what they would do with it and giving it away and saying this is it, it's non-institutional, it's free, it's open to anybody. The networks can be used, and what the community of collective Coocs makers does is says this is what I've done with it, this is how I've looked at learning, this is what I've created. So if you can do something similar, or if you don't think it works, what would you do differently? And I can learn from you. So there's a continual exchange of knowledge, not just the knowledge we went on there to teach, the beekeeping, the particle physics, the how to build a visitor centre in a cathedral. Any of those things are possible, but actually how do we teach and how do we think about teaching? Does video work, or is video getting in your way? Is animation a brilliant thing, or is animation getting in your way? So it's about thinking about all those different aspects. And I think that to summarise the thing, it's there is a belief in education, I'm summarising about what I should be doing. To get to the point, there's a belief in education that we still propagate with league tables and with certificates and with acknowledgements and awards and doctorates and all those rest of things, that knowledge is power. And I think Coocs says a different thing. It says people are powerful when they help create knowledge. And so it's a shift in how we see the world outside us as something that attacks us or that frightens us or that tells us. And instead it's a world that we change and work with and operate in and help to transform through collaborative action. Thank you very much.